Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. So let's start with our prayers. Isha and Vikram, you know these prayers? You can see that and read. Okay. Let's start. 3, 2, 1. Om Agyan
Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Litam Shena Tamasa Shri Namaha Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami
Namaste Saraswati
Saraswati Devi Namostami Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Very good.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Okay, Kritika, after that, did you say Hare Rama, Hare Rama?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, good. So, what we are learning? What did we learn yesterday?
The introduction of Srimad Bhagavatam.
Yes, very good. So, we are learning Srimad Bhagavatam from beginning. Like we are going to see about the questions by sages of Naimisharanya. So, let's
Are we
revise.
gonna have a test on this? Like after we're done? Like, are we gonna have a test?
We might have, I'm not sure yet. Why you're asking, Ramachandra?
Because it's very like the whole Srimad Bhagavatam was very long. So like, are we like, there's gonna be a test or something?
We might have, because this topic is not very long. I'm not sure, but okay. So what did we revise? Yeah, what did we see yesterday? Shall we just revise it quickly? That we learned. Anyone remembers what we learned yesterday? Anyone wants to share first? Any point which you remember? Some of you were not there yesterday, probably. So they will also get to know.
Yes, Mataji, I wasn't there yesterday.
Okay. Yes. So Kabir has raised hand. Kabir, go ahead. So you joined newly yesterday, Kabir?
Yes.
Nice to have you, Kabir. You want to share something? Go ahead.
We learned about like the ripe fruit and when you bring home a non-ripe fruit, it like I forgot.
But that's a good point you shared. Like Bhagavatam is like ripe fruit. It's mentioned here, right? Bhagavatam is ripe fruit of Vedic literature, and Vedic literature is compared to a desired tree, Kalpataru. It's there in the spiritual world. It's not there in material world, but in spiritual world. So we can get any fruit from that. So that Bhagavatam is a ripe fruit. Who else has raised hand? Mukund. Go ahead, Mukund.
Mataji, yesterday we are also learned of how many verses and how many chapters, cantos and verses there are in Srimad Bhagavatam.
How many are there? Cantos?
12.
12. How many chapters?
360 or something?
365.
335. And how many verses?
18,000.
18.
So most of you might have Srimad Bhagavatam at home. So there are different cantos. Each canto has, it's a big set. And each canto has many chapters. So totally 335 chapters and totally 18,000 verses. And then we learned why Vasudeva was not satisfied, right? He was thinking still, he had written so many Puranas and everything, but he was still thinking something is missing. Then who guided him? Who came there?
Narada
Muni came, and then he said that you can write about the pastimes of Krishna, glories of Krishna, and then he started to write Bhagavatam. Then he also learned about Parikshit Maharaj story, how he got the period of 7 days, right? Because Brahmana
And
boy asked him.
And Sukadeva Goswami helped him.
Yes, so he did not think that, okay, I have 7 days to enjoy now, let me enjoy. Anyway, I'm going to leave this body. No, what did he choose? He chose to hear it from,
Sukadeva Goswami.
yes. We also saw who is Shukadeva Goswami. He's a parrot of Srimati Radharani and all that. So we will move next. Now we are going to move to a topic of questions by the sages in Naimisharanya. This is how Bhagavatam starts. So we will see one from the beginning, all the verses. So first, in 1.1.1, what is given? Vasudeva offers his respectful obeisances unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and he glorifies Shri Krishna in
Hare
that.
Krishna, Mataji, this is Subhadra and Giridhari.
Hare Krishna, Shubhadra Giridhari, nice to have you. So we are learning about this topic, Shubhadra. We are looking at the verses from beginning. So in what happens in first verse? He's offering his obeisances to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Second verse gives the glories of the Srimad Bhagavatam. Third one, how Bhagavatam emanated from the lotus lips of Srila Shukadeva Goswami. That is mentioned in third verse. So we saw what is mentioned in 1, 2, and 3. Then fourth one, immediately the story starts. What is given in the fourth one? That in a holy place in the forest of Naimisharanya, great sages headed by the sage Shaunaka assembled to perform a great 1,000-year sacrifice for the satisfaction of the Lord and his devotees. So you can imagine the scene. There are lots of many sages gathered in the forest of Naimisharanya, and who is the leader? Who is leading?
Saunaka Muni.
Saunaka Rishi.
He is leading, and then they are performing sacrifice for how many years? Great thousands of years. Can you imagine? They are doing that sacrifice for thousands of years. And why? Because it is the starting of the Kali Yuga. And why what happens in Kali Yuga? Everything degrades. So people are doing a lot of things, and then they cannot see that. They want to please Lord Krishna. So they are doing this sacrifice, and they have a lot of questions going on in their mind. And then in 5, what is mentioned here? One day after finishing their morning duties, by burning a sacrificial fire and offering a seat of esteem to Srila Sutta Goswami. So Srila Sutta Goswami comes there. They offer him a seat of esteem. The great sages made inquiries, and immediately they start to make inquiries from him with great respect about the following matters. So you can see the story, like this scene is going on, and Srila Sutta Goswami comes there, and they immediately start inquiring. They are so eager to know about their questions. Then so far until 5, this is all happens. You're all clear with this? You're all understanding, right? Everyone?
Yes, Mataji. Yes, Mataji.
Very good. And then what happens when Sutta Goswami, okay, first when they see Sutta Goswami, they don't actually immediately ask the question. So what first everyone does in Bhagavatam, we would have noticed.
Glorify them?
First they glorify. Yes, they all first glorify. Like whenever we have seen even before, when Lord Brahma sees Vishnu, he immediately glorifies first. Any devotee, when he sees someone, they first glorify and then they ask questions. So this is what they do. They did. All the sages, they glorified Sutta Goswami first. Glories of Sutta Goswami, which are mentioned by sages. Those are given in 6, 7 verses. It shows the high qualification of Srila Sutta Goswami, how he's perfect to ask these questions and get the answers from. So why Sutta Goswami? We can think why they chose Sutta Goswami to ask questions. So his glories are given in the verse 6. What they're saying, respected Sutta Goswami, you are completely free from all vice. So what is this? He's completely free from what? Illicit connection with women, animal slaughter, intoxication, and speculative gambling of all sorts. He's free from all these. On top of that, he's well versed in all the scriptures famous for religious life, and in the Puranas and the histories as well. For you have gone through them under proper guidance and have also explained them. So he's well versed in all the scriptures too, and he has also explained them. So he's free from all these activities. He's well versed in scriptures, and he has also explained them. So here, only one who has properly grasped the transcendental knowledge from the right source by submissive hearing can properly explain the subject, right? They know that, and that Shuta Goswami is completely qualified. He fulfills all this, and that's why they glorify him, that they choose to ask. Then in 1.7, also in 1.17 and 1.18 also, they have these glorifications mentioned here. Being the eldest learned Vedantist, O Sutta Goswami, you are acquainted with the knowledge of Vyasadeva. So he has this knowledge, complete knowledge. And Vyasadeva is who? The incarnation of Godhead. And you also know other sages who are fully versed in all kinds of physical and metaphysical knowledge. This is one more glorification. Another one is, because you are submissive, your spiritual masters have endowed you with all the favors bestowed upon a gentle disciple. Therefore, you can tell us all that you have scientifically learned from them. So here, what is mentioned? What is the glory of Shuta Goswami? He is submissive. He is heard from his spiritual masters submissively, and that's why they have endowed all their mercy and blessings on him. So he's a wonderful disciple also. So what is mentioned here in Bhagavad Gita? The worship of acharyas is mentioned, right? Because they always think of the well-being of general public, especially their spiritual well-being. And who is the best perfect example for us we have? Whom we worship, our acharyas.
Prabhupada.
Yes, Prabhupada. Yes, Prabhupada and Shat Goswamis and our Gurudev, and we worship them, right? Because they always think of the well-being of other general public. So this is what here mentioned here about glories of Sutta Goswami. So now we saw in 6, 7, and 8, the glories of Sutta Goswami are mentioned. So you're clear with all from 1 to 8. What all is mentioned in Bhagavatam. Is everyone clear with that?
Yes, Mataji.
And then they ask the first question. Now we have come to our first question. What is mentioned here? I will read this verse. Tatra tatran sayushmana sayushman bhavatayat vinishchitam punsame kantatah shreyas tanna shansitum arhasi. So please, therefore, being blessed with many ears, explain to us in an easily understandable way what you have ascertained to be the absolute and ultimate good for the people in general. What they're asking, what you have ascertained to be the absolute and what is the ultimate good for the people in general. The first question they're asking, what is the ultimate good for the people in general? So here, after that in 10, so as you can see here, again, the same quality you can see. The sages also have that quality. They are thinking of the well-being of people in general, right? They are so concerned about them. So they are asking what is the ultimate good for the people in general. That is the question they ask in verse 9. And this is the first question asked by the sages of Naimisharanya. And then in 10, what they are saying here, O learned one, in this iron age of Kali, men almost always have but short lives. So they are here mentioning about the characteristics of people in Kali Yuga. What happens in Kali Yuga? People have short lives. We have seen in other yugas, people used to live long, right? Nowadays, now we can see year by year. Now this is how the people are getting very short lives. Previously, people would live for 100. Now they hardly live for 90, and now it's going to get down and down more and more. It's going to reduce. So this is what is mentioned here. They are mentioning the characteristics of people in Kali Yuga. Like in this iron age of Kali, men almost always have but short lives. They are quarrelsome, lazy, misguided, unlucky, and above all, always disturbed. So this is what we see, right, in Kali Yuga. Kabir, you have raised hand. You want to say something? Okay, maybe it's from the previous time.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. So why they are mentioning about this here? Okay, that we will see later in the second question. Here, the duration of life is short. Can someone read this? Anyone wants to read this?
Ramachandra.
Can I read?
Sanvi. Mataji can
We will read this. Sanvi will read the second, and Ramachandra will
Can
read
I read, Mataji?
Karthika also want to read, Mataji.
Saina said it.
Okay, you all raise your hands. Sanvi, can you read the first paragraph?
In Kali Yuga, the duration of life is shortened. Wait, am I reading the right one?
Yes.
Okay. In Kali Yuga, the duration of life is shortened, not so much because of
Insufficient.
insufficient food, but because of irregular habits. By keeping regular habits of eating simple food, any man can maintain his health.
Overeating.
Over sense gratification, over dependence on other mercy, on others' mercy, and artificial standards of living,
Sapphire, vitality,
the
vitality of human.
vitality of human energy. Therefore, the duration of life is shortened.
So Srila Prabhupada gives it in the purpose, he gives the explanation why we have short lives. So in Kali Yuga, we all have short lives, right? We hardly live for 70, 80, maximum 90, very rarely 100. What you understood from this, Sanvi? Why Prabhupada is mentioning we have short lives?
It's like because of like our irregular habits.
Yes.
And our overeating.
Yes, all these reasons are mentioned here. This was not happening in previous yugas. This is happening in Kali Yuga. It's all degrading. We are all getting irregular habits. We overeat, we oversleep, and then we overwatch something. We are over dependent on our parents or anything. We are another's mercy. We just feel lazy. We don't feel like doing it for ourselves. So we are dependent on other people and artificial standards of living. The life is getting so materialistic. So these are all the reasons why the duration of life is short in Kali Yuga. So next is, who wants to read? Kartika. That's how you say it, right?
Yeah, Kartika Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Go ahead, Kartika.
The people of this Agi are also very lazy, not only materially, but in matters of self-realization. The human life is especially meant for self-realization.
Yes.
Hare Krishna.
Very good. So here, what is mentioned here? People are also. Somebody saying something? Or just mute yourself.
But I'm making talk.
Okay, Kritika, can you share what you
Already eat food. Keep making food for mom and dad.
Yeah, I think anyone wants to share? So people are also, what is mentioned here?
Can I share, Mataji?
Yes, Saina, go ahead.
So it was saying that people of this age are very lazy and even materially, but also they don't have very good self-realization.
Even spiritually, that means.
Yeah.
Yes.
They don't have very good spiritual knowledge either.
Yes. So we see how many of the people of Kali Yuga have taken up spirituality, right? Not many are ready immediately to take it up. They are materially also very lazy. They don't want to work, they just immediately get the cars and all that. It happens when they are lazy. So this is again one reason why Kali Yuga has like all these people. Kali Yuga has lazy people. And then this last one, who wants to read?
Can I read, Mataji? Sign up.
I'm
Can I
reading
read?
one by one. Who have raised hands? So Mukund, can you go now first?
Hi.
Yes, Mataji.
Go ahead, Mukund.
In this age, men are victims not only of different political creeds and parties, but also of many different types of sense gratificatory divisions, such as sports, gambling, clubs, mundane libraries, bad association, smoking, drinking, cheating, pilfering, bickerings, and so on. Hare Krishna.
So we see all this is happening in Kali Yuga.
She'll explain, but next
So many diversions: cinema, sports, gambling, clubs, drinking, smoking, lots of things keep on going, right, in Kali Yuga. So this is all is mentioned, that these are all the characteristics of Kali Yuga. This is all is been happening, and it's going to happen, and it's going to get worse and worse and worse. So spirituality is the only way which can save us from this. But why they are mentioning of all this? Because in 11, they are asking the second question. What is the second question? Anyone wants to read this one?
Can I read, Mataji?
Let me give. Saina, can you read, Saina?
I want to read.
Yes, those who want to read, raise your hands in the option. There is an option, not in the video. There is an option of raise hands. So you get it. You will get your name in the list, and then I'll give you the chance to read.
Should I go?
If
Sign up.
anyone doesn't get to see that option, let me know. Okay, Saina, go ahead, read the translation. This has the second question asked by sages.
Translation. There are many varieties of scriptures, and in all of them there are many prescribed duties, which can be learned only after many years of study in their various divisions. Therefore, O sage, please select the essence of all these scriptures and explain it for the good of all living beings, that by such instruction their hearts may fully be satisfied.
Yes. So what is the second question here, Saina?
So they're asking that we want so there are so many various scriptures and they say so many different things. So they want a summary, so they want the essence of all texts and a summary of everything. Yes. So they said, can you create such a text and make such a text and explain it so that everyone can be pure of heart and fully satisfied?
Yes. So you can see how these sages are so concerned and so compassionate. Firstly, they are asking, okay, what is the good for you, for people in general? Secondly, they are asking, what is the essence of scriptures? Why? Because the people in Kali Yuga, they know they are not going to take all the scriptures and sit and read. They are all so lazy. So what is the essence of scriptures? Please tell us that, so that people will at least read that. And that's why they're asking the second question, what is the essence of all the scriptures? You got the purpose of this question? Why they are asking this question?
Yes, Mataji.
Is everyone clear? Yes, so these are the first two questions asked by sages. I think we have a new one here. What is the name? I saw her first time.
Sumedh.
Is it Sumedh?
Yes.
Hi.
Read. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Nice to have you. Where are you from, Sumedh?
New Jersey.
New Jersey.
No, he was born in New Jersey. He is in Wisconsin now.
Okay.
Madison, Wisconsin.
Nice to have you, Sumedh. You want to read? Yes. Okay, wait, one second. Now this is done. Okay, so for whenever it's next time to read, I'll give you Sumedh. Okay, so now the Sutta Goswami is giving the answers. So you're all clear with both questions, right? Now he's giving the answers. He's saying answer in Bhagavatam 1, chapter 2, text 6. This is a beautiful verse. Please repeat after me, okay? All of you. Savai pumsam paro dharmo.
Savai pumsam paro dharmo. yato bhakti
I will say, then you all repeat, because there are some new ones in this verse. There are already some probably who know this, but some of them are new. So please repeat after me, okay? Savai pumsam paro dharma.
Savai pumsam paro dharma.
Yato bhaktir adhokshaje.
Yato bhakti rakshaje.
Bhaktir adhokshaje.
Yato bhakti rakshaje.
Ahaitukya pratihata.
Ahaitukya aptiha.
Ahaitukya pratihata.
Ahaitukya aptita.
Yayatma suprasidati. Yayatma suprasidati.
Suprasidati.
Very good. Sumit, can you read the translation?
Suprasidati.
Okay. The supreme occupation, dharma, for all humanity, that is by
That
which men can attain to loving devotional service unto the
transcendent Lord.
transcendent Lord. Such devotional service must be unmotivated and uninterrupted to completely satisfy the self.
Yes. So what is mentioned here? What is good for human life? What is the purpose of human life? Is to attain loving devotional service unto the transcendent Lord. That is the purpose of human life. But what we are doing, what we do, what many of us are doing, just materially gaining, and we are just trying to get we are doing a lot of other things, but not spirituality, right? But what is the main purpose of this humanity is to attain loving devotional service unto the transcendent Lord. And such how it should be, how this devotional service should be unmotivated and uninterrupted. Yes, you cannot do devotional service for 2 days and next day you take a break. Again, after 4 or 5 days, you take a break, and after that, you're performing again devotional service. No, it is continuously done. Right? Yes, right, Mukund. So that is the answer he gives. Answer to the first one. Because here in Prabhupada says in the verse, there are two paths. One is enjoyment and one is renunciation or pleasing the Lord. It's your choice what you choose. If you choose the path of enjoyment, that is inferior. But the renunciation or pleasing the Lord, that path is always superior. So here he mentions about the devotional service. The glories of devotional service are mentioned here. And again in this chapter, verse 7, there is one more verse. It says, by rendering devotional service unto the personality of Godhead Sri Krishna, one immediately acquires causeless knowledge and detachment from the world. So as and how we perform devotional service, what happens? We immediately acquire causeless knowledge and we get the detachment from the world. This is what happens by performing devotional service. I'm going a little fast because Mataji will join for your cooking class. Let me see if she has joined.
I don't think so.
No, it's a different Mataji today. So I was just joking.
Oh.
Is there cooking class today or is there craft class?
Today's cooking class, the ingredients were already mentioned in the group. Did you all get it? Did you all see? Are you all ready with the ingredients? Mataji will probably
I forgot to get the ingredients. I will.
No problem. If you need to gather, Mataji will give 2-3 minutes, or if you just want to watch today, you can watch and make it later. Yes, Mukun, you want to say something? Okay.
But you can say it later.
Okay. So in 6 and 7, the answers are given. Yes.
Can I say Savai Pumsham?
Yes, Vrnda, go ahead.
Savai Pumsham Parodharma Yado Bhakti
Adhokshaje. Nice. Yes, this is a wonderful verse to memorize. Some of
I
you
know the translation.
Very good, Vrnda. This is the answer to the question asked by sages. This one, and he also explains in 7, and it goes up to verse 29. So these are all the verses in chapter 2 from 6 to 29. Sutta Goswami gives answer to the first 2 questions of the sages. This is also another wonderful verse. You can all repeat it, and this is also a nice verse to memorize actually. Let's can you all repeat? Vasudeva Paraveda. Vasudeva Paramakha. Vasudeva Parayoga. Vasudeva Parakriya. Vasudeva Param Jnanam. Vasudeva Param Tapaha. Vasudeva Paro Dharma. Vasudeva Paragatihi. Okay, who wants to read the translation? Okay, let me see the sequence. I'll give you as per the sequence. Okay, you all go one by one sentence. Okay, first Sanskriti, can you read first sentence?
Yes, Mataji. In the revealed scriptures, the ultimate object of knowledge is Sri Krishna, the personality of Godhead.
Yes, so scriptures, who is the object of knowledge? About whom it's given? Who is the object?
Sri Krishna.
Sri Krishna.
Ramachandra, can you read the next one?
Okay. The purpose of performing sacrifice is to please him.
Yes. So what is the purpose of sacrifice? Is to
Please Lord Krishna.
Yes. Balavrnda, do you want to read? You have raised hand.
What, Mataji?
Yes, she want to read.
This sentence. We are reading one sentence.
The purpose of performing sacrifice is to please him. Yoga is for
realizing him. Yes. So
Thank
what is the purpose of yoga? Is to
Realize Krishna.
Krishna. So this is about bhakti yoga, right? So next is Kabir. Can you read?
All fruitive activities are ultimately rewarded by him only.
Yes. Next. Krishna Naina.
Yes, Mataji. All fruitive activities are ultimately rewarded by him
This
only.
one. Yeah.
He is supreme knowledge, and all austerities are performed to know him.
Yes. Next is Shubhadra. Can you read this? Shubhadra, can you read this? You have raised hand. Or anyone else? Can I give it to someone else?
Mataji, can Shubhadra go? I didn't know.
Yes, I called your name. This is the last sentence. Please read.
Okay, Mataji, Shubhadra.
Sorry. Mute.
Go ahead, Shubhadra.
Religion dharma
Is
rendering loving service unto him.
is the supreme goal.
He is the supreme goal of life.
Yes, so it's mentioned here. The answers in these verses. I did not go in do it in elaborate way, but this is the answers he gives about devotional service, why we should do it, and how Krishna is the object. Okay, so we saw 2 questions by sages today.
Those are the
Thank you,
existing-
So Mataji is here and you all can
Repeat
join
one more
cooking class. Mataji. 1 second. Let me see.
Mataji, is there cooking class right now?
Yes, and the ingredients are mentioned in the chat. Please go ahead and gather your ingredients if you have any.
Actually, Mataji, I'm not going to do the cooking class because
Yes,
we don't have
Mataji.
all the
Okay.
ingredients.
Mataji, what?
So
Bye.
Mataji's name is Gokulapriya Mataji. Mataji is from Pittsburgh, and I know them for many years. They are wonderful Krishna conscious family, and she's one of my Shiksha gurus of initial days. From initial days, and Mataji very mercifully accepted the request of showing this recipe to you all. So Mataji, please take over, and thank you so much, Mataji.
Thank you,
Thank you
Vrnda.
so much.
Hare Krishna. So you guys, you need a minute to settle in and get ready, or you guys are ready?
Mataji,
Mm.
I have the ingredients, but I won't be cooking today. I'll be doing it later on.
Okay. All right. You can just watch how we do it, and then you can do later on. Okay. Okay. Let me see. Kavin and Srinidhi, are you here?
We're here.
You are here. Okay, wonderful. Mm. Yeah, I see you. Okay, good. Let's get started. I have ingredients kept here. I will flip the camera and show you what I have. You can have the same things ready. Let me flip the camera. So here I have oats in a bowl. These are Quaker quick oats. I took 2.5 cup oats. I'm making small batch, 2.5 cup oats. If you are doing 5 cups, you can go ahead with 5 cups. I will direct quantity as well. Okay. And then I have crushed walnuts. This is 1 cup. For 2.5 cup oats, 1 cup crushed walnuts is good enough. If you are doing 5 oats, then you need 2 cups crushed walnuts. Okay. I used this mortar and pestle to crush my walnuts. You can even use blender if you like. That would be more quick. And walnuts doesn't take much time to crush. And then I have 1/3 cup coconut oil melted, ready. If you don't have coconut oil, you can use sunflower oil or any vegetable oil you have. Okay. For 5 cups, if you are using 5 cups oats, you need 2/3 cup oil. Since I'm using 2.5, 1/3 cup is good enough for me. And the same amount of maple syrup. I'll be measuring maple syrup once I pour it into my oatmeal here. So you guys have your ingredients ready?
Mataji, how many?
Not yet, Mataji.
Mataji, I don't have maple syrup. Can I use honey?
Yes. If you do not have maple syrup, you can use honey. I personally don't like to use honey for baking because I don't like to heat up honey. I like to use it directly in my preparation.
Yeah, Mataji, how much maple syrup?
1/3 cup for my 2.5 cup oats. How much oats are you using?
Yeah, I'm using the same here. It's 2.5.
2.5 cup. Then 1/3 cup is good enough.
Okay, one.
Srinidhi,
How much pre-heat we have to do?
Yes, Mataji.
you had a question?
Yes.
No. Okay. Somebody else for asking a
Hare
question.
Krishna Mataji.
Yes.
For oven, how much we have to preheat?
Baking time you are asking?
Preheat is necessary.
Preheat, yes. Preheat, yeah. Let me do the preheat for, yeah, I will show you that as well. I will be doing bake 150. My oven is at centigrade setting. I will be using 150 centigrade. In Fahrenheit, it's around 300 Fahrenheit.
For how much time? 10 minutes?
No, it will take at least 45 minutes.
Mataji, I have one question.
Yeah.
How much maple syrup for the 2.5 cup one?
1/3, same quantity as oil, 1/3 cup.
Okay, Mataji.
Okay. So once you get all the ingredients ready, we will be mixing up everything together. I did the preheat for my oven on 150 degrees centigrade, which will be 300 degree Fahrenheit around. So get the oven preheated. Make sure nothing is in the oven so that you are not having any vessels or anything in the oven. So let's do the mixing now. All right, let me flip the camera. I have oats here and I'll be pouring the nuts into this. And then let me toss a bit before I pour oil into it.
So Mataji,
What do you do after putting the oats?
Nothing. I added nuts, crushed walnuts into it. Yeah,
so,
Vrnda is.
yeah,
Yeah.
Mataji, so for nuts, they can choose any of their choice nuts, right? Or
Yes.
even
Yes.
cranberries or raisins also is fine, right?
I don't put cranberries or raisins into it because they can get hard.
Okay.
You can add those after baking
Okay.
into your, granola if you like.
Okay.
But if it is okay for you, little dried
How
up.
How
They
much
get little
walnuts
dried though when you
Okay.
bake those.
Okay, Mataji.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
All right. Somebody else was asking something? Okay. So now I will be pouring.
Mataji, how much walnuts do you put again?
How much what? Walnuts? 1 cup. For 2.5 cup oats, 1 cup walnuts, crushed walnuts. If you are using 5 cups walnuts, 5 cups oats, then 2 cups walnuts, crushed walnuts. So I added oil into this. Now I will be measuring maple syrup into the same 1/3 cup measurement. There is a reason why I used oil first and then maple syrup next. When I use oil first, that oil coating helps to cleanly pour maple syrup into the oats mixture.
Yeah, Mataji, does the order matter? Because I didn't put it in your order. I put oats first, and then I put walnuts. I didn't put it in your order. Does the order matter?
It doesn't matter, but oil first, then maple syrup next. That helps to take out the maple syrup cleanly from the bowl.
Okay.
Mataji, I just joined. So, what are we doing?
We are mixing up the ingredients. I have here 2.5 cups oats, 1 cup crushed walnuts, 1/3 cup coconut oil, 1/3 cup maple syrup, all mixing up in a bowl.
Okay, Mataji.
And I also have oven preheated at 150 degrees centigrade, which is 300 degree Fahrenheit. Those are the steps we did so far.
Can you see the oven temperature again?
150 degree centigrade, 300 degree Fahrenheit.
Okay, thank you.
So I have things mixed up. How about you guys? You guys are ready until this point?
No.
No?
A few more minutes, Mataji.
Okay. Okay, take your time. Meanwhile, I'll talk about baking pan. Here I have a baking pan, which is 5 by 11. So for 2.5 cup oats, for this quantity, I need 5 by 11 baking pan. I don't need to grease it because we already have coconut oil in it. So I don't again grease the pan. That step is not required.
Do you put how much maple syrup do you put?
1/3 cup.
Okay.
For 2.5 cup oats, 1/3 cup maple syrup.
Mataji, can we add raisins?
Raisins you can add afterwards. Once baking is done, you can add at that time.
Okay.
That
Okay,
way they stay fresh and nice into granola.
Honey?
Mataji.
You, yeah.
After baking, can I use honey?
Yeah, you can do that. Yes. This maple syrup is very mild sweetener. So into your granola, when you add raisins or chopped dates or chopped banana, ripe banana, that will add nice sweetness.
Mataji, how much coconut oil again?
1/3 cup for 2.5 cup oats.
Okay, and Mataji, what about the nuts?
Nuts 1 cup for 2.5 cup oats.
Mataji, can I have
Okay.
right now or
How much maple syrup?
Maple syrup 1/3 cup for 2.5 cup oats. Okay. So are you guys ready? For pouring it into baking pan?
Yes. We're ready.
Oh, yeah. You have a baking pan ready as well next to you. Then you can go ahead and pour everything.
Mataji, I have a question.
Yes, what is it?
Do we need to put the parchment paper on the baking pan?
Not needed. If you want, you can put, then it will be cleanly taken out. If you like to put, you can go ahead and put.
Okay, Mataji.
How do you shape the granola bars, Mataji?
It's not granola bars. This is granola. This is not granola bars.
Okay.
This is granola recipe I am showing you. But if you guys are using honey, then you can turn it into bars. Honey can stick together. Once you take it out from the oven, you can cut it into bars. And when it is cooled down, you can separate the bars. But I don't like to use honey. I'm using maple syrup, so I will not get into bars. It will be like loose. So I will be using it as granola.
Can we use sugar or jaggery?
You can, I never tried with sugar or jaggery, but you can try and let me know how it comes. So after, let me flip the camera. After I pour it into the pan, I'm kind of patting it in the pan, making it even and patting it little bit. You guys are ready until this point or need more time?
Mataji, yes. Mataji, I also have a question about the next step.
Yeah, what is it?
How many degrees Fahrenheit and how much time do we have to put it in the oven?
300 Fahrenheit. Get the oven ready with 300 Fahrenheit. And it will go almost like 45 minutes to 50 minutes. You need to check from 45 minutes onwards to see if it is slightly golden on the top. Until then, it needs to be in the oven. It takes about 45 minutes to 50 minutes. From 45 minutes onwards, you keep checking.
Okay, is it at the same temperature, 300 degrees?
Yes, you don't need to change temperature in between. No, okay. Same temperature throughout. And one more thing, after you complete baking, once you take it out, if you are using glass tray, make sure you have some padding, like a thick cloth underneath to put it on. If there is any water drop on the countertop or on the stove top where you are placing the glass baking thing, it can break. It happened to me in the past, so just warning you so you don't do the same mistake as I did before. And once I take it out, I loosen up with this spatula, loosen up the granola so that it is loose and a little bit clusters will be there. If you like it, you can keep it that way. Otherwise, using this spatula, you can break up nicely. When it is warm, you can break it up. Otherwise, it will stick to the bottom of the baking tray. It will be hard to remove from the baking tray. If that hardening happens to you by any chance, you can keep it. Yeah, let me finish, beta. You can keep it back in the oven, putting it into the same setting, 150 degrees centigrade or 300 degree Fahrenheit. Keep it like 2-3 minutes and then take it out. That time you can again loosen it up easily. Okay, I'm done now. What is it? Somebody was asking something.
Yeah.
Baking paper.
Can we use baking paper?
Yeah. If you use baking paper, then it will be really easy to take it out.
Okay.
Okay. So I will be placing it into the oven now. I'm using bottom rack to put it in. Closing it up, and I will be putting a timer. 45 minutes I will put timer. Yeah, that's it. So I will check at 45 minutes. If it is not golden brown, I will let it go for 3 more minutes. And then check like that. Yeah.
In which level of the oven do we have to put?
I put it in the bottom rack.
Okay, Mataji.
And Mataji, you said if we were using honey, we could cut it into bars once it's done.
Mataji, can you send the recipe in the group?
Yeah, I have it written in my blog. I can send the link to Vrnda Mataji. She can share it in your group, okay?
Thank you, Mataji.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, you are welcome. Enjoy.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Thank you.
Mataji, I had one
Hare
question. If
Krishna.
we're using honey, Mataji, I just one question. If we're using honey, we can cut it once the 45 minutes are over. We can cut it and let it cool and make it into bars, right?
Yeah, you can try that. If it comes out like bars, yes, you can use it as granola bars. If it is crumbling up, use it as granola. I haven't tried bars with honey.
Okay, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Thank you,
Krishna.
Thank you,
अनंतकोटि वैष्णव की जय, शीला प्रभुपाद की जय.
Hari Bol.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hari Bol. Thank you so much, all kids. So closing the call for today. Hari Bol. Please post your pictures. Bye bye.